car in the backseat, wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Also, if you are new, welcome and happy Friday. We are almost into the weekend, and I don't know about you guys, but it has been an insane week this week, and I am definitely running behind and have a ton to get done today. So we've got some motivation here. We're going to get some deep cleaning done, some restocking, and you guys know when we restock, there's always some decluttering and organizing to get done. So really a lot going on in today's video and just trying to get it all done. So let's get started. I am starting out in the bedroom. Usually my one of two places that I always start, either the bedroom or the kitchen. Kind of depends on the day. And just quickly tidying up the room. That way I can move on to some bigger chores that I had lined up for today. I hope you guys had a great week. I know it was Valentine's Day this week. Bobby and I don't normally do a ton for Valentine's Day, but yesterday was also Bobby's birthday. He turned 41, so big happy birthday to him. We are actually going to St. Augustine tomorrow, and I am really excited. The kids are going by mom and dad's, and we're just going to go enjoy a simple day trip down there. We normally do something like that every single year since our birthdays are so close together, and just do something for the two of us where we can kind of get away. We don't do a lot of date nights, so when we can do them, we really appreciate them.
With apologies, holding back, I got history. Yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something hoping you wouldn't change me.
As you can see, I'm sure by my shirt, you can tell we have animals in this house, and it is a constant struggle to deal with the animal hair and things like that. So I am just using a Swiffer duster to dry dust everything first. And then in my spray bottle is pine salt. I got these spray bottles years ago from Grove, and I just refill them with whatever I am feeling that day. So if it's pine salt, thieves cleaner, whatever it is. But I definitely find it a lot easier when you have animals to either use a Swiffer and dry dust, or even better if you have one of those horsehair attachments for your vacuum, to vacuum dust before doing anything. But then into the bathroom, nothing too crazy on my counters, just cleaning up basic stuff. So skincare, hair care, things like that. I try and keep my counters fairly empty. I just like the way it looks rather than having everything laid out. So I do have the drawers organized with things I use most to least being in the drawers, and then the cabinets. But the big thing I wanted to get done today was my shower. I clean my shower regularly when I am in the shower, so I don't have to do a big deep clean like this all the time. But it is still necessary every once in a while to take everything out and give it a really good scrub. So today I am just using really hot water and some Dawn dish soap, and then my scrub brush. This scrub brush is amazing. One, it just takes a lot of the elbow grease out of it, but also, since you can see we do have tile all the way to the ceiling, it just makes the reach a lot easier. This scrub brush is definitely a game changer. You guys have seen me use it all over the house. I love it for doors and baseboards. I've even used it outside to help with the duck pen and things like that. I like that the heads detach, so I can use it anywhere in my house. I can use it on my toilet, but then I can easily take it apart, sanitize it, and use it in my shower. So that's what I love about this, is it does go so easily from one area to the next. I am going to be trying something new in here, though. I had a lot of people recommend using Rain-X on my shower doors. So I wanted to try that out and see how it worked and whatnot. Luckily down here, we have a whole house water softener. The water down here can be really hard. So when we bought this house, it was one of the first things we did, because I was like, okay, I'm putting in new fixtures, like a lot of new stuff, and I don't want to just ruin it by having super hard water. So one of the first things we did do is put in a whole house softener, which is great because I don't get the nearly as bad water spots on the glass surround. Obviously you're still going to get some because you're going to get that soap scum buildup and things like that, but it's not too crazy, which is really, really nice. But I still wanted to try this Rain-X trick, see how it worked. Like I said before, I like to clean my shower while I am in the shower. It's a time saver. Plus, you're not worried about getting drenched from usually cleaning the shower, because let's be honest, when you're doing this, it's a messy job in itself. So if the Rain-X will help with the glass a little bit, I figured it was worth giving it a try. Hopefully the weather by you, wherever you're at, is getting a little bit nicer. It's still kind of chilly here in comparison for how chilly Florida gets. I know compared to up north, it is not chilly, but for here, it is still kind of chilly. My sister was saying the other day that they got more snow in Wisconsin, so, that's never fun. Whenever I hear that it snowed or their frigid weather, I'm like, okay, that is why we moved, because I don't think I could handle that cold anymore. We have been down here now for 2 winters, and just hearing those temps gives me the shivers just thinking about it.
You can rip my feathers out. Sun winds over clouds. This time I won't be stuck with you. No more kisses, no more shout outs. I see you in the shadows when I lay awake.
All right, now just giving everything a quick rinse down before going in and getting the glass done. Okay, but here is the breakdown when it comes to the Rain-X. What did I think about it? So, it wasn't bad. It cleaned the shower and whatnot. However, I found it very difficult to actually buff completely clean without it looking like foggy. And I didn't notice a difference the first shower. So I probably wouldn't use this again. I use Rain-X on my cars, and I do love the way it works on your windshield, on your cars. And I thought I'd have similar effect in the shower where the water would just kind of dribble down. So I don't know if I didn't use enough or I don't know. But I did definitely notice that actually like wiping it and buffing it so it was streak free took a lot longer. And it did not give me the effect I was kind of expecting.
I've got news for you. You can't rip my feathers out. Sun winds over clouds this time. I won't be stuck with you. No more kisses, no more shout outs. No, I've got news for you. You can't rip my feathers out.
So that is why when I moved on to the outside, I wrote out my spray away and just went to work with that. Because yeah, I honestly at that point didn't know if it would work or not, but it was just kind of a pain to wipe. So that's why I figured bringing out the spray away would make doing the outside a lot easier. Plus I wasn't worried about the rain repellent or water repellent on the outside of this glass. I do always love though when I give this glass like a really good clean. It takes a little bit of time because it is a large piece of glass, but it always just looks so good when the inside's been scrubbed down really good, the glass has been scrubbed down really good. This bathroom is definitely like one of my favorite places in the house that we did. I love the large shower, and I just love that it feels peaceful. I like big bathrooms, like I do. I see some of these houses with the huge master baths, and I do love the way they look. But at the same time, I feel like our bathroom, we got that feeling of a luxurious master bathroom without nearly the amount of work. It's a lot easier to keep a space like this clean and organized compared to a large master bathroom. Like I said, I won't complain in the future if I have a big one, but I definitely don't mind my small one. Moving into Xander's room real quick. I just wanted to strip his bed, so I'm throwing a lot of his stuff into this closet just to keep it out of the way. I like going into the kids' rooms once to twice a week, and once a week definitely to clean their bedding. But sometimes twice a week. That way I can just like pick up minor stuff. Main reason being is I like to send the robot vacuum into their rooms to give it a quick vacuum at least once a week, if not twice a week. So that is why I was making sure everything was picked up in his room. That way I could send the robot vacuum in there and it could get to work making sure the floors were clean while I worked on other stuff in the house.
I hope I'll be your life-changing sensation. I hope I'll be something that you won't let go. I'll be your high when you fall down low. I hope I'll be your...
Now into the kitchen, nothing too crazy to get done in here, just a quick tidy up. I did know I had a grocery deliver coming this morning, so I was looking to get as much cleaned up in here before the grocery order showed up. So just tidying stuff up, emptying the dishwasher. I empty the dishwasher about once a day. And then my kids empty the dishwasher about once a day. I normally have to run it twice to keep up with all of the dishes. So normally in the morning, as long as I remembered, I don't always remember, but as long as I remembered the night before to run it, I will unload it in the morning, and then later that day after the boys get home from school, they normally unload it a second time. That is one of the chores I do have for the kids. I think it's very, very important to have chores for your children. Age appropriate chores, but chores. Even Freya, like I can tell her to go clean up her room or clean up the family room, take Minnie outside. she's only 3, but she still has certain chores. She actually loves unloading the dishwasher with the boys, so that's actually really cute. Here is the filter. The filter desperately needed to get cleaned out. I clean this filter minimally once a month. Once a month, I will take it out. It's really not that hard. You just take it out, just soap, spray some water on it, and it comes really clean. But if you're ever noticing a stinky smell in your dishwasher or just it not running great, this is usually your culprit. So on this day, I wanted to, 1, clean the filter, but 2, also just run the dishwasher on a clean cycle. So put some vinegar in a dishwasher safe cup and just let it run, do a good clean cycle, and get it all done up. That is the best thing to do about once a month, just to make sure you don't have a stinky dishwasher.
If you want, I can be a fighter. I can be a fighter if you want. I can be a fighter if you want. All the way that I feel, yeah, I know that it's real, 'cause I can get 'em out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's feeling new. Even if we stay in bed, my heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want it, nah, 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 nah. My heart is saying yeah, 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 yeah.
Honestly, though, the most annoying part about doing a clean cycle on your dishwasher is you really want to make sure it's like completely empty. So with that, I am just doing a quick by hand clean of all the dishes. Luckily, there wasn't a crazy amount, but I definitely don't want to leave all of these dishes just out until the dishwasher is done, because realistically, I'm already going to have more dishes to put in the dishwasher when it's done. So just going ahead and taking care of this. That way I don't have to worry about it. Don't have to worry about the food attracting bugs. Yeah, just getting it done. That way, when the dishwasher's done, I'm not worrying about all of it. Luckily, I got all that done, though, and pretty much then the grocery order got delivered. I love Walmart delivery. One of my favorite things that we started doing, we did that when we moved down here. It's a yearly fee, but when I got it, we also got, I think it was Paramount Plus with the membership. So in a lot of ways, it kind of saved us money. And it just makes my life so much easier. In some ways, I know people can be like, oh, it costs more because you got to tip a driver. But I personally have noticed that I spend less money because I'm not wandering the grocery store and seeing like the random stuff that I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Like I got my list, I type it in, I'm good. So I really enjoy it. I feel like it saves a lot of time and money. So if you guys have ever thought about Walmart delivery, it's something that I do highly recommend. I've been doing the Walmart pickup for years now. I started doing that back in 2018 when Bobby was deployed and I had littles, and I'm like, if I just don't have to go into a grocery store, it's going to make my life so much easier. So I started doing Walmart pickup way back then to make my life easier. And then obviously 2020 hit and everyone was doing it. But then, yeah, moving down here when we were doing those renovations, and if I could save any time to help us get stuff done quicker, I was all about it. So I was doing the Walmart pickup in the beginning, but then when the offer of doing the subscription, but then getting the free deliveries, it's free delivery over $35, but you do have to keep in mind you have to tip. Like, you have to tip. It's one of those things of I'm not going to have someone bring my groceries and not tip them. But like I said, I find in a lot of ways it saves me money because I'm not noticing all the other little things that we may want.
Lose your disguise, jump on board. Out with the lies, no more insecure. No need to be different just because. No need to pretend that nothing's lost. One more night, one more day, juggle. It takes time. One One more flight, one more sunset and dawn.
Also, because I know that could totally have sounded kind of pitchy, I swear this is not partnering up with Walmart, even though I would totally partner up with Walmart. I love them. This is not a partnership with Walmart. I just truly do like Walmart, especially with little kids. It just makes life so much easier. And I could never really get into the Target thing. Well, one, Target's a good bit away from us, but also like their prices on stuff compared to Walmart, and I don't know. I'm definitely a Walmart girl. Love me some Walmart. I actually had someone the other day ask about our counters. So our counters are quartz. I went back and forth for a while about what type of counters I wanted. And the reason I had a hard time is I went to one store and they said, oh, quartz all the way. Like, you always hear how easy quartz is to keep clean. And then I went to another store and they were telling me, no, granite's a lot easier, blah, 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 blah. And now I've had both. I had granite at our old house and we have quartz here. I went with quartz because I liked the look of the quartz. I will tell you, you can still stain white quartz. They're not stain proof, but I have found it a little bit easier to clean them. When the kids have, like, I'm trying to think what's probably been the worst, like Play-Doh, colored Play-Doh that they've left on the counter. And then I've had like a red splotch. If I use Barkeeper's Friend and a magic eraser, it's gotten everything out of it. So that is good. But yeah, you can definitely still stain your quartz. So still be careful with it. Don't just be spilling stuff and letting it sit there. As you can see, I moved on to my stove. So I actually cleaned it the day before with the self-cleaning method, where you just like turn it on and it heats it up as hot as it can go and burns off all of it. So I did that the day before, and vacuumed it out the day before, because whenever I do a self-clean, to then vacuum out all the little debris, it makes a big difference. And then today I was just going in and getting any residual stuff off and just really polishing it clean. I love a clean stove. I really do think they are absolutely beautiful. I don't love cleaning them. There are easier ways. You guys have seen me take the doors off, and that definitely is a nice option when you really have to get in there and scrub. I wasn't worrying about it today because the scrubbing wasn't too hard, because I did do that self-clean the day before. But yeah, don't love cleaning a stove, but once it is clean, I love the way it looks. And this is a big reason why I like to stay on top of it, though, because if I just stay on top of it, it's not that hard to clean, where if you get behind, you've just given yourself a project that could last all day.
Stay here forever. I'm loving this moment. Can we stay forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
So I know I've mentioned before that you have to get over having a perfect house. This glass door is a great example of me not having a perfect house. If I wanted this glass door clean all the time, I would have to scrub it like this minimally twice a day. I would like to do it once a day, but realistically, I probably clean this door about 3 times a week. And it just is always dirty. It is. The dogs' nose prints or sneezes. Freya, when she opens the door, does it with like open palm, sliding all the way across the glass. And I just have really found that over the years, you have to be okay with things being like 80% good enough, because it's never going to be perfect if you are a active family. So in my case, 3 kids, 2 dogs, like Bobby and we're an active family. There's stuff always going on. So I really do know that me cleaning that glass probably lasted about 10 minutes before Freya or one of the dogs had put fingerprints on it. And you really just have to learn to be okay with stuff like that. I also know that other than like my bedroom and bathroom, most of the house will only stay looking freshly cleaned for a matter of minutes. But I do feel like keeping and maintaining a clean house is all about the idea of not so much my house is always clean. No one always has a clean house unless you're like living alone or empty nesters or I don't know. But I feel like if you have children, it's impossible. But it's one of those things of I know if anyone calls me and says, hey, can I run over? I'm down the street about 15 minutes. I can have my house looking really clean for anyone in 15 minutes. So that's really all my goal ever is never that my house is always spick and span perfect. But that if someone's going to drop in, my house is easily tidied up in 15 minutes. I also think it's important to realize that cleaning is one of those things of there's stages to it. Like, to maintain a clean house, you first have to declutter and organize. If you don't have the excess stuff out of your home, you're not going to keep a clean house. If you don't have a place for everything in your house, it's not going to be easy to keep a clean house. When you ask someone who has a clean house how they keep a clean house, it's sometimes really hard to like put it into words, but a lot of times it is like these different layers of cleaning. You have the decluttering, you have the organizing, and then you just have those daily tasks that you always do. You do them without even thinking of it. So for me, making the bed, doing the dishes, wiping down the counters, tidying up blankets and pillows, none of them are hard tasks, but they happen every single day, usually multiple times a day. That way I can sprinkle in the deep cleaning to maintain the clean house. I hope that makes sense. I feel like I kind of blabbered on there. But there's definitely layers to cleaning and layers to maintaining a clean house. It's definitely not one of those things of, and I say this because I want people to realize, like, it's not going to be one of those things of, I'm going to be a clean person, I snap my fingers, and I am clean. Like, there are steps to getting to the point where you can be one of those people where people are like, oh, how is your house always so clean?
Spend all the roses with me. Just give you a moment. Stay in the moment with me. You woke up from a while, haven't seen you smile since December. Ripped your heart, got a brand new one since you got lost in November. See it in your eyes when we leave for the night. Way too many heartbreaks still on your mind. Let the flame burn down for a while. Let the flame blur out for a while. Stay in the moment. Stay in the moment with me. Give you a moment. Give you a moment.
These windows desperately needed a good cleaning. It was not the right time of day to actually show you how dirty they are. That's usually like getting closer to sunset when you can really see how dirty they are because the sun is perfectly shining through them. But I know from every evening seeing them that they really needed the exterior cleaned off. So I just wanted to go outside and quickly do that, take the screen off of the one that the screen needed to come off. However, I do need to take that screen off and actually like spray it down. I just didn't feel like it on this day. So I took it down, cleaned the glass, and then put it back up. Though that is definitely a screen that I have to get in and actually like clean. Here you can see Bailey, that's his favorite spot. So as he relaxed, I moved on to working on the rug that goes out to the pool area. This rug is always filled with hair and dog food and feathers and everything from the animals. But I will say I love vacuuming this rug because it's got like that perfect before and after as you vacuum, and I just love the way it looks.
Talk to me nice, talk to me honestly. Look in my eyes, don't let it fall on me. Say you're a good guy, make me believe it. Don't wanna hear it, I wanna see it. See how rewind, when we rewind, feels so nice. We time, you I know how to.
This whole room definitely gets full of the animal hair, since this is where the dogs hang out a lot. Now that Drake unfortunately is not with us anymore, when we leave the house, we don't make the dogs stay in this room anymore. We did when we had Drake, because if you guys have a husky, you know they can be destructive when left alone. So that's why we had a specific dog room for them. That is not the case anymore. Now that he's not around, when we leave, the dogs are allowed to just kind of wander the house. We shut the bedroom doors, the bathroom doors, so they can't like get in there. But otherwise, the rest of the house is kind of open game for them. But they still love that room, so it gets full of dog hair. Now into the family room. Nothing too crazy here. I got some basic stuff out that's regularly out. Toys. I love my little neck massager. It's one of my best friends. And I'm just going around and giving a quick tidy. There's not a lot going on in here. It's literally like putting a couple things away where I know it's supposed to do, a quick wipe down, and then a good fluff of the sofas. And this is like kind of showing you what would be a daily task that just happens. Like, I don't even think about it. I just quickly tidy up this room, quickly dust it. It doesn't take me more than 5 minutes. And it's only probably going to last looking like this for 5 minutes. But it gets done every single day. And it's really easy to be like, oh, why do it when you know it's just going to become a mess again? And there is a reason, because clutter and mess attracts clutter and mess. So if I didn't do it, it's not that it would just always be kind of messy. It would slowly get worse and worse and worse to a point where you get so overwhelmed you don't even know where to start. So that's why these areas where you're like, why bother? It's just going to get messy again. There is a reason to bother. In the end, it will make it so much easier, because you're not having that compounding mess building up on each other. But once I was all done, I've been wanting to deep clean my vacuum for a while now. But I know when I deep clean my vacuum, I can't use it for at least 2 days. So after the day I was done cleaning and I knew I wouldn't need the vacuum again, I went in and I gave everything a really good clean out. That comes with these sponges, like really getting in here, cleaning out these sponges, but then also just everything. The basin gets cleaned out, the hose work gets cleaned out. But like I said, minimally, you don't want to use your vacuum again for a minimal of 48 hours, because I've at least noticed the sponges and stuff like that aren't dry for at least 2 days, and sometimes more. In the summer, when it's like hot and I can put them outside in the sun, I might be able to get away with 24 hours, but you never know. I am very careful though with that top section that I just did because of the motor portion in there. Got to be very, very careful with it. So I just make sure it only goes to where I know there is no motor section. But yeah, I'm cleaning everything. The connection pieces, all of it. Really take advantage and get it all the way cleaned out. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did and you are new here, I'd love if you would subscribe and join me. I do videos like this every single week, twice a week. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I love when you guys share my videos. It's a huge help for me and maintaining a growth here on YouTube. You guys are the best community here on this platform, but I'll see you guys next time. Bye.